Dave Repson, Gerry DiNardo, Howard Griffith. We're in Madison, Wisconsin. Got a chance to watch the Badgers go through a scrimmage tonight. 4 Big Ten teams in the coaches poll, preseason top 10 guys: Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, and the Badgers. So we have now seen all 4. How would you guys compare them?
I'd say the polls got it right. I mean, they are all legitimate contenders for this conference, which puts them in contention for the national championship. I think Wisconsin, what they bring this year maybe that they didn't have last year, is a real balance on offense. And so I think when you're talking about championship teams and you line up in pro formation, you have to be balanced. Michigan has the talent. They don't have the experience. Ohio State and Penn State were really impressive. I think the pollsters got it right.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And when you talk about those three teams in the East, one of the things we've talked about is the way they've separated, from the rest of the division. And, we're having this conversation on the field, and it really kind of feels like after we watched them that the Badgers have separated themselves. The only reason I'm not ready to say that it without a doubt is because Coach Leonard at the defensive coordinator position. I expect him to be great, but I think they've absolutely separated themselves from the pack.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I absolutely agree. And again, I go because of the balance. Now, Iowa, run game, offensive line, they look good. I think Nebraska is kind of in their niche now, what they want to do. But the balance offensively here, I think that's what allows them to separate them, other than, obviously, the talent. And I agree. I think Jim Leonard, first-year coordinator, the third coordinator in 3 years on defense,
yep.
That's tough for a veteran guy. And so... but they're strong enough offensively, maybe they let that defense grow a little bit.
The great thing here is they know who they are. They have such a strong identity. You are kind of, and it's not to minimize how difficult that role is, but to a certain extent, you're plugging them in because everyone else knows exactly what the philosophy is. They're going to continue doing a lot of the same things. I mean, that's, again, look, there are situations you're going to be put in as a coordinator, decisions you're going to have to make. But this thing is such a machine at this point, guys, and that was reinforced, I thought, with what we saw today.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the scheme is the science of it. The art of it is what he calls on 3rd and 10 as opposed to the 2 previous coordinators.
Right.
That's where it becomes about the individual. It's the art of play calling and calling defenses, which he hasn't done, but he'll grow and he'll go from a young coach to an old coach as his hair gets gray.
Spoken like a man who's been there. 4 top 10 teams. Can't wait to start watching them. And, of course, BTN, the place to check it out, and all of our social media.